Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a get ready with me. I'm going to combine two of my favourite indie brands today and we're going to do something green to match my new hair. It's not styled, so we're just going to ignore that, but it's green. Quite obviously. We're once again in my new living room. I am so pleased with how everything looks in here. I am going to do during Vlogmas a beauty room tour. I don't know whether you guys want to see a flat tour. I suppose I could give you a flat tour if it's something you do want to see. But anyway, today we're just going to get into it. I just thought I'd do a bit of a chatty get ready with me and just a bit of a catch up. So we're going to start with our Project Pan Primer. This is the NARS, why do I always forget what it's called? Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I'm going to get this palette open because I'm not very smart. Today I thought we would combine this beautiful palette with the new Undergrowth palette from Cosmic Brushes. So this is Abscission by Arttitude. And then this is Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth. I just thought these two paired really well together. And I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. Arttitude are currently sneak peeking some new palettes. They're bringing out two new palettes before Christmas. One's called Urban Neutrals and one is called Velvet Neutrals. So I'm very excited about those, but I thought we would use one of their older ones today. So just going to pop this primer on. I'm pretty sure it is almost empty. I feel like I've been making really good progress with my Project Pan stuff lately, so I'm very pleased about that. So I've got a giant new twirly thing of brushes, not new brushes, but the twirly thing is new. And I've also got a towel here because I haven't washed my brushes. I keep thinking about doing them and just not doing them. So first off, we're going to go into Undergrowth. I'm going to use one of my favourite shades that I still can't say the name of. It's Herbarium. I don't know. So life has been a little manic. Obviously, as you guys know, we did stop doing Everyday October because I just did not have the time to carry on whilst also moving. But we've just had a week off and we're finally sorted, ready to go. We're still having lots of visitors because everybody wants to come see the new flat, which is really sweet. But yeah, we've sort of finally sorted. I've got quite a busy weekend next weekend. We've got some more people coming to see the flat, and then we're going out for my mum's 50th. But other than that, I think we're getting closer towards more normality. I'm going to be doing Cole's Christmas Countdown again this year. I don't know whether you'll have seen me mention that before. I've currently set my expectations a little bit lower with subscriber count. Obviously I wasn't here for a couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that we'll hit 900 before New Year. And then I hope we can hit 1,000 before my birthday, which is March 3rd. But I'm really loving it at the moment and I've really missed sitting down and filming. It's just my therapy time. I've not been wearing a lot of makeup, I must admit, because everything's just been so hectic and the amount of things that I've had to change my address on, which I just didn't even think about, is crazy. Oh, come out please. Also, can we just take a minute to appreciate that Sam put all of these brushes into this brush holder in colour order. So we've got pink ones, we've got black ones, we've got white and orange, and then green ones, because he's just the sweetest person ever. I'm feeling very, very appreciative at the moment. I'm very lucky. Right, I'm going to take a Louise E22. It's definitely dirty, and I've definitely just dropped it into the very dark brown. We're just going to roll with it. And I think, yeah, I think we're going to go in with Marsh, which is this very, like, I don't know, it's like baby puke, basically. So we're going to go in with Marsh, and we're going to start building up this crease. I think we're going to do a bit of a halo eye today. I'm just going to put this in the crease. Honestly, it feels so nice to like sit down and do something like a bit more creative. Like even when I have worn makeup in the past couple of weeks, apart from the Halloween tag video I filmed, it's literally just been like my Project Pan stuff, basically, because it's just super easy to throw on. I did manage to find some time to go and have my nails done, so we do have our first set of Christmas nails, which I did, to be fair, ask about on my Instagram, and only 4 people said I was absolutely insane for getting Christmas nails on the, like, what was the date yesterday? The 9th of November. But I'm feeling very festive and very excited to have like our first Christmas in our new home. It's going to be really crazy, and having my own Christmas tree to decorate. If you guys know of anywhere that I can get really like tacky, gaudy, incredible, bright coloured, sparkly Christmas decorations, let me know, because I'm going to have the most insane tree. I'm going to go into the Arttitude palette. We're going to use the shade Leaves, which is this dark, it's not brown, it's definitely green. And I'm just going to start building this up on the outer corners. We're still going to use that E22 because I want to be able to blend this in. And we are going to keep dipping back into Marsh. So yeah, this past couple of months has definitely been a little crazy, but I am incredibly grateful right now for the people I have around me. Everybody has been incredible with the house move, so kind, so generous, so willing to help. It's been really, really lovely. But it is really strange, like, living away from home. I have lived away from home before while I was at university, but this just feels very different. It feels very adult. We're just trying to get like a handle on how like bills work and all this kind of stuff. It's quite overwhelming, but I am really, really enjoying it, and I think we've got a good like little plan set in place, and we're just really enjoying having some space of our own. It's really lovely when you've lived in like a room for so long. Okay, we're going to go in, back in with that original Morphe brush, and back in with her herbarium. I just don't know how to say that one. And we're just going to make sure that the edges are all nice and blended out. I wanted to pull Abscission out because I really want to use Transition. It's one of my favourite eyeshadows in this palette. I'm now gonna take a smaller, flatter brush. This is a Give Me Glow G616. Again, dirty. And we're going to take Leaves, but we're also going to add a tiny bit of detachment in, which is the black in the Arttitude palette. This is like her true black, whereas the black in the Undergrowth is a little bit more kind of browny. And we're going to start by kind of building that up as a bit of a wing on the outer corner of the eye. Like so, so just dragging it down. Not too worried about the top edge yet, I just want to make sure it's nice and pigmented where it's packed on. And we're going to take that about halfway across the lash line. We are going to wing that out a little bit. we will clean this up when we do our foundation and concealer. I'm just going to wing it out. And then I'm going to take a even smaller brush. This one is a tiny little P. Louise 143, and we're going to take Leaves again, and we're going to put this in the inner corner. I'm kind of intrigued to see what you guys think about the green. I can't work out whether it's given like Grinch or Shrek vibes, or if I really love it. I think if you are a subscriber that's been around for a while, you've probably seen me with blue hair, and you might have also seen me with pink hair. I did have pink hair when I started my channel. So I'd love to know like what you think about the green. How do we feel? I'm just going to take a bit of detachment on that tiny P. Louise brush on its own. I'm just going to work that into the lash line like so. I'm just going to wing this eye out a little bit more. Okay, right. We're going to go in first off with transition, and I'm going to do this on the outer edges nearer to the darker green. This is just the most stunning, like foiled, slightly duochromy, beautiful. I'm so excited to see what the duochromes and like the sparkles that are in the next Arttitude palette, because this one is absolutely beautiful. It's got like a blue shift to it. So we're just going to press that onto where the green is. We're taking it a bit further in on the outer, and then just a little tiny bit on the inner corner. And this is when you realise you've done 2 different shapes. As always. Would it be a me video if my eyes were to have the same shape? No, it would not. So I'm just going to take this a bit further just to kind of make it so that the crease is roughly the same shape. And then we're going to go in with Undergrowth, and I'm going to use the shade Fireflies here, which is like a blue, it's like a goldy greeny blue shift. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to load up the brush with this, and we're going to put this in the middle. It kind of looks like fiery orange sometimes. It's just absolutely stunning and really gives that eye look a pop. We're just going to make sure it's nice and like deep in the middle. Not deep, like densely pigmented is what the word I was looking for. And these made by Mitchell ME5s, always my favourite for doing a shimmer on the lid. Right, okay, I have got a little bit of moisturiser on. We're going to pop a little bit of the Glowy Makeup Serum from Laneige. This is almost empty. And it's very upsetting because I've got about 15 more primers that I want to get through before I repurchase this one, despite the fact I adore it. It is beautiful. I just don't need another primer right now. So we're just gonna pop that on the face. For my foundation, we're not going to do the Say Slip tint from my Project Pan. I'm going to do something a little heavier. If I can get it out of my Shop My Stash drawers, which I cannot. Oh, there we go. Right, this is NARS Shea Glow in Mont Blanc. And currently, I've been using a dry Arttitude Cosmetics sponge, which, random, but I've been really enjoying the way my foundation looks with one of these. It's foundation. Come on. Out you go. I'm gonna do like 2 drips. maybe 3. There we go. Should I buy a foundation pump for this foundation? Yes. Am I going to? No. I'm not. I'm just going to struggle. Oh my gosh, I can't get it back in now. Right, okie dokie. I still love this foundation. I think this is one of the longest standing products in my collection. It's just amazing. It really is. It's a beautiful foundation. I've used this on and off since I was like, I think I wore it for prom, so probably like 15, which is absolutely crazy. Also, you may know, I've remembered to take my bracelets off today. I don't know whether some of you enjoyed the bracelet ASMR, but it was driving me insane. Okay, that is that done. I'm going to go in with my Shop My Stash concealer. Not my Shop My Stash, my Project Pan concealer. This is the old packaging of the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. I'm going to use a little brush for this. This is a Lorac LP20, just so that we can really get into the inner corner and really tidy up this wing with it. Wise, we're so close to having this done. This is NARS Laguna. It's maybe got like 3 uses left. I'm going to use a multitasker brush from Real Techniques, Multitasker Cheek I think it's called, just so I can get into the corners better, because using a big fluffy brush right now is just not working for this one anymore. I'm just going to pop that on. I probably should repress this, but there's just so little left in it. It just seems silly to repress it. I just want to use up everything without making my life more difficult, basically. So we're going for like a targeted bronze today. Like, it is hard enough with this tiny brush. I'm so tempted to call this done. There is a tiny bit of product left in this corner. Let's just see if we can use this today. Let's see if we can finish this live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. Oh, it's just taking so much effort to get anything out. And I've got a lovely brand new bronzer waiting in the wings to be opened. Well, not, it's not waiting to be opened, it's waiting to be panned. Right, we're calling this done. This is done. There's this tiny weeny bit here still, but I just can't get it out. So, I'm done. NARS Laguna, thank you for your service. You can now retire. Okay, something in my project pan we're not close to finishing. Well, to be fair, 2 products we're not close to finishing. Makeup by Mario Mellow Mauve. I've used this like 40 times and you can barely even tell. So, you know, we're just going to keep plodding along with this one, I guess. And I've been like going in twice, so like taking it up onto my forehead. It's just not going down. This may be the Everlasting blush. Like, you can barely even tell I've been using it. Like, there's just very little pan disturbance. I don't know whether they're pressed really harsh. But then, if they're pressed really hard, I get loads of pigment, so are they ridiculously pigmented? I don't know. No way near finishing that one. And then this one, we have got like somewhat good progress. There's like a good dent in it, but it just doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. Urban Decay Sin. I don't know whether you can see that dent, I think, on camera. We're doing pretty well with this one, but I don't think we're anywhere near pan. I did have another shade of this called Fireball, which I actually dropped the other day while I was decluttering, and the pan is so deep. So I'm like, oh no. Especially because, like Highlight said, there's only so much you can put on without looking insane. Especially this one, because it's a little bit like casty if I put too much on. Right, okay, let's take a little break from the project pan. There is more to come. But let's do some under the eyes. So we're going back in with the P. Louise 143, and I'm gonna go in with something a bit mossier for the lower lash line. So we're gonna go in with Fern from Undergrowth, which is this one here. We're just gonna blend this. There is a little bit of leaves still on this brush, so I feel like those two together are a really nice combination. These two palettes together are stunning. I'm so glad I paired these up. Okay, and then we are going back in with the Arttitude. I'm going to take a little tiny KJH and Spectrum number 14, and we are going to go in with Crisp for our inner corner, which is this very light green. And we're just going to pack that on this shade. Oh, so beautiful. It's kind of gives me, if you were to mix Transition and Firefly together. Love that. Right, okie dokie. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of the e.l.f. under eye setting powder. I think it's like the HD under eye setting powder, something along those lines. Again, another Project Pan product. I'm going to take that on a P. Louise F36. And that's just going to go under the eye. It is a little bit, this is definitely not one that you could use if you were any darker a skin tone than me, because it has got a white cast. And even on me, you can see it, but it does definitely brighten. But it's just not a product I use very often, hence why it's ended up in the Project Pan. I'm just going to brush away any of that kind of is left over. That's just a Real Techniques 419. It's like a big fluffy powder brush. Right, brows. I have finally finished my Lime Crime Bushy Brows Gel. So this is the next one we pulled in. This is the Kosas Air Brow. I've only used this once in the project so far because I just finished my Lime Crime last week. So I'm just going to put that through. It's a little bit warmer, which I thought I wasn't going to enjoy with the green hair, but actually I quite like it with the green hair. I feel like it just balances things out a little bit. Right, okay, I've got a little bit of a green liner. Why did I forget the colour green then? This is the NYX Epic Wear in Emerald Cut. We're just going to pop this in the waterline. These Epic Wear liners are really lovely. I did get rid of one of the shades whilst I was decluttering, just because I wasn't using it, because it was a blue and I've got a million other blues, but I really like this green shade a lot. Just realised I've got a big like missing gap in that wing. Just fill that in. Just gonna buff those out a little bit more now we've got the rest of the face makeup on. Right, we're gonna do, as per usual, YSL Lash Clash, which I think is almost empty. I feel like any other makeup product, I get really excited when it's empty, but this and the Laneige are going to be very sad products to let go of because I love them both. I'm not doing lashes today because just as much as I love a lash, I'm just not on lash hype at the moment. I don't know whether it's because I've just not been wearing a lot of makeup as a whole. It's like lashes just feel extra clunky. I can't even believe and begin to think about the fact that I used to wear them every single day. But my actual eyelashes are definitely in better condition since I stopped doing that, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Right, for the lip, in with Lisa Eldridge Sculpt and Shade Lip Pencil in 1W. Ooh. And then we're going to go in with what's probably my favourite lipstick of all time. This is Melt How Is Life. Hate the name, love the product. If you're into like a very light grungy peach, you need this one. And that is it for today's look. I do hope you did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. Don't forget, we'll be posting every day up until Christmas Day in December. Even though I've got more ideas than that, but you know, we'll see. I do hope you did enjoy this. You've been fabulous. I've been Cola Ball, and I'll see you next time. Bye.